Just moments from Ocean City, Maryland's beach and boardwalk and Assateague Island National Seashore is the vibrant town of Berlin, Maryland. Berlin's historic side is charming. Renovated storefronts and homes will make your visit a memorable experience. Check out our website and make your plans to visit us soon.
Coquino's Creative Jewelers at 120th Street in Ocean City is much more than a jewelry store. They're the resort area's full-service jewelers and experts in diamonds and fine jewelry, always ready to educate and assist you in selecting or creating that special piece just for you. Exquisite custom designs and Ocean City jewelry made on premises. Beautiful selection of diamonds and gemstones, cabana, nautical jewelry, unique watches. For all your jewelry needs, visit Coquino's Creative Jewelers in the Ocean City Square, 120th Street.
My name is Stephanie Alexander, and I am the manager here at the Oyster Country. And this is where most of the oyster restoration starts for the state of Maryland. The process starts in February. In February, the water is extremely cold. The oysters really aren't doing much of anything. We bring them into the hatchery, and we very slowly start increasing water temperature on them. By doing that, it kind of wakes them up out of their hibernation state, and they will start eating. It takes us approximately 8 to 10 weeks to get an oyster ready to spawn. So by starting in February, we can start spawning hopefully by April, end of April. And then the next step in the process is to spawn the oysters. So when they're ready to spawn, we will put them on our spawning table. We will again increase water temperatures, and hopefully we'll get a good spawn from them. If not, we have a few little tricks up our sleeves where we can get a spawn. And then the resulting eggs we will fertilize and put in our big tanks, and we will raise them. Once they're in our big tanks, we raise them for approximately 3 to 4 weeks. And during that time, all they do is eat and grow. And our goal is to get them to become spat. So there's a 3-week larval period. Once they're mature enough to attach to a shell, that's when we introduce them to our outside setting tanks. They will glue themselves to those shells. Now we call them spat. And then we're ready to do our other restoration activities with them. At that point, they're removed from the tank, dumped on the deck of our planning vessel, Robert Lee, which is operated by the Oyster Recovery Partnership, and then we sail to our designated bar area and deploy them overboard. The people in the spawning lab are counting the shells from the planning this morning. Once the tanks are dumped onto the deck of the Robert Lee, we get a subsample of those shells. We bring them up here, we examine them underneath the microscope, and we get an average number of spat per shell. Then we can extrapolate that throughout, and we know how many approximately are in each tank. So at the end of the day, those 9 tanks will give us 10 million oysters, 15 million oysters, or 2 million oysters. It depends on what counts. We're doing all this to try to bring the oyster back to the Chesapeake Bay. Not only are they very important filter organisms, they clean up the water, but they also create habitat for many, many other critters. That's kind of like a coral reef. If the oysters are there, others are going to come. So it really promotes a lot of habitat and a lot of life and a lot of good Chesapeake Bay flourishing life. And hopefully our babies, once they're overboard, will start spawning as well and help add to the natural population that way. Eventually, we would like to have a sustainable fishery, and we would also like to have enough oysters overboard so that they really are filtering and cleaning up the bay.
The Bonfire has for over 36 years provided the best seafood and prime rib buffet on the beach. The buffet is over 150 feet long. Snow crab legs, oysters, clams, steamed shrimp. It's a seafood feast. Our carve-to-order station features prime rib, pork tenderloin, ham, and London broil. And our sauté station prepares special dishes each night. And don't forget the fresh salads. For the kids, there's a buffet they'll call their own. And for dessert, the Bonfire's legendary hot donuts and soft-serve ice cream. Make your reservation tonight. We have plenty of room for families and large parties at the Bonfire.
I hear babies cry, and I watch them grow, but they're gonna learn much more than I'll know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Patricia Ilchuk-Lavenso knows the local advertising business, having successfully sold television and interactive advertising for over 20 years. Patricia's hands-on involvement with local business leaders has earned her several esteemed awards from Ocean City and the Charitable Souls campaign.
I'm Patricia, and I can help you reach the customers you really want. Whether it's on air or online, no matter what your advertising needs are, I'm on it. Call me today to find out about our affordable advertising solutions for your business.
Sun, surf, fun, and memories begin right here. Your vacation starts with a trip to Beach TV. BTV is coming up next.